What's up, Wabbit? How we doing? What's going on, everybody? As everyone pops in, just let me know how the audio is, if you can hear me, if you can hear the music, and then we'll get started here in just a couple minutes. A whole bunch of mail to get through. This literally just came in like 5 minutes ago. That's from the Pokemon company. This came in earlier, which this is a little bit of a preview for our big celebration opening. So, yeah, we got a lot to get through. I'm gonna troll you guys, but this is gonna be part of it too. Which obviously it's a booster box, but I'm not gonna show you what it is just yet. All right, cool. Thank you. Wabbit, did you see that they opened up pre-orders for the next set already? The one that's featuring Pikachu? I have to look up the name of what that set is again. Oh yeah, Surging Sparks. That's the name of the set. Oh yeah, I can only imagine. Yeah, it's the only thing I don't like about it is so the new Japanese set that's coming out has all like the dragon focused. Still no idea if they're going to do Dragonite or not, which is upsetting. But there's going to be a bit of that set mixed in with some of the other sets that have come out recently. So I'm interested to see how it all plays out. But we'll talk about that and we'll get into some of those details here in a minute. But let's get this started. Best of luck to whoever's getting the code cards. I am running thin on these, even with me buying stuff and open off camera. If you guys have code cards you're not using and want to donate to the channel, let me know. Reach out. Oh yeah, absolutely, that makes sense. My business email should be on my channel page now. I checked again; it should be up. So anything business related, you want to reach out to me, you want to do a collab, you want to give away stuff, you want to donate stuff. Just reach out to me and we'll figure it out from there. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is, so like you saw in the thumbnail, I do have the Shrouded Fable ETB. We're going to start with this here. We do have some mail from Head Charizard and Card Caravan from over on Instagram. Both I'm super excited to get into this because it's something I've never seen before. It's going to be another awesome card for the collection. And then this is something that I've always wanted to buy. I bought from Head Charizard before. But this product specifically I never have, so I'm excited to get into that. And then we'll get into the other mail. Well, let's look at this ETB, though. I really like the design on this. I know a lot of people are kind of hating on this set. I'm liking it so far. I like that it's a bit smaller. People are complaining about pull rates. Whatever. I truly don't care. But this set's kind of nice. A little subset. Nothing super crazy. I kind of wish they would mix in more sets like this where it's not these giant, 200-plus card sets. Yeah, we're gonna get started with this, and then we'll get into some other things, and then I gotta remember where we left off with the collection showcase. I feel like I showed off just the need more done, Sparse. Gotcha. What's going on, Sparse? But yeah, I think with the collection showcase, I only showed off the vintage binders that I had. If that's correct, let me know, and then I kind of have an idea of where I need to go next. So the collection showcase is going to go. So I'm going to show off all the binders first from all the sets that I have, obviously, and then we're going to go into all the tubs of stuff that I have sealed and go into like my sealed collection. So, yeah. We'll go through all that in that kind of order, and then obviously as I get more stuff in and I add stuff to the sealed collection, I'll show it off in these streams, and then I'll just put it away. Let's take a look at this. So again, I do like this ETB design. I think it's really, really neat. This is unique because they usually only focus on like one Pokemon on the front outside of when they did Evolving Skies. I like this side of it a little bit better just because there's a little more detail on it. This side here, it's just kind of like the outlines, but yeah, and then of course you get the little sleeve which has the little pack arts in there. And then this here, which I'll move this to the side just for a second. Obviously, I like how they show off some of the bigger hits right off the bat. But like usual, you know, it shows off the whole set list in here. Again, it's a smaller set. I think it's only like 90-something cards. A lot of really cool artwork, though. I like how they dipped into the very dark, heavy set. Yeah, there's so many sets. It definitely is overwhelming. I do like how they used to do it, where you would get a set like every quarter, and that would be the focus of that quarter, even on the Japanese side. But now they're showing sets that are 2 or 3 sets ahead now. It's kind of crazy. But a smaller set like this, it is a little more obtainable and manageable. I just wish that they would continue doing this. I'm just not a big fan, and again, it's all marketing plea, but I don't really like how they just, you know, hey, pre-order this set that's not coming out till like November, December, or even early next year, and they don't really let you pay attention to the current set. And then again, it doesn't help that, you know, big content creators and all these guys that get sponsored, they get these sets in like a week or 2 early to hype up all the sets. They've already done all these massive openings and these 1,000-pack openings and all this craziness, and burn people out before they even get the chance to open the set. So, anyway, that's just my take on it. I love a lot of the artwork in this set. Obviously, the 3-piece Duskull to Dusk Noir is pretty nice. I really like the Ku font. I really want to get the Persian. But yeah, a lot of really great artwork in this set. I have some of the big chases, the alt arts, and then the Cassiopeia. Yeah, but yeah, and then obviously the promos are some of the best looking promos. I know. Oh my goodness, someone, I forgot his name. I'm drawing a blank, but someone submitted like 50 of each of these, trying to get pristine 10s, which is insane. But yeah. So let's keep rolling. I don't want to drag this out. I want to open up some of these packs and then get into the next part. One of the things I like about ETBs are when they put these little dividers in here. I always like how they design these, right? They don't just put a blank piece of cardboard in here. So, and they're really going after that new like reverse hollow pattern that they put in and really emphasizing that, which is neat. So I like it. All right. So like usual, we have our packs. I think this is what, 9 packs? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, because the Pokemon Center exclusive ones give you 11, which again, why they went with odd numbers is beyond me. But here's the promo. This is actually a really, really beautiful promo card. Obviously, I'm going to keep it sealed. It will go into the promo binder. Maybe I'll pull it down after this and we'll put it away. But yeah, absolutely beautiful promo. Obviously, you get the card sleeves, which these look really nice. Again, a lot of these colors just pop and they work really well. Kind of has that like Halloween vibe to it, even though it's summertime, almost fall. Code here for the box. Best of luck to whoever's getting that. Let me just put this over here. And then, of course, same stuff, right? You get these dividers, which these actually look kind of cool. And then, obviously, your big brick of energies. But, yeah. Now I have sleeves for the set itself. I usually go back and just re-slot and sleeve everything after the fact. But yeah, so let's open some of these, and then like I said, we'll get into the rest of the mail that I have. I kind of just go from there. Hopefully everyone's has had a good week, and hopefully you have a good weekend. You guys got anything planned for the weekend? Anything exciting? Let me know. And of course, I don't have a trash bag. Man, I do all these streams all the time. You think I plan a little bit better, but it's all right. So energy, get that out of the way. All right, starting off with Horsey. We got Golbat, Axew, and Sneasel. We have Colress's Tenacity, Genesect, Weavile, and Houndoom as the first reverse there. Again, I really like the new reverse pattern they're doing. I really like this whole generation's reverse pattern so far compared to last gens, but this is a nice change. We have the Kyurem as the second reverse, and a Copperajah, so nothing too crazy to start us off, but it's all right. We got a couple more packs to go through. What do you guys think of the new reverse holo pattern? I know some people don't care. Some people just kind of throw them away, but I don't know, I like it. Wow, that last card is way off center. Hopefully it's nothing crazy. But we're about to find out. All right, so Horsey, Cufant, and Zubat. We have Eevee, really nice Eevee artwork. Malamar, Sylveon, Yveltal. We have the Academy at Night as the first reverse. Joltix as the second, and let's see what this off-centered card is. All right, good. It's nothing crazy. Good old Tapu Bulu. I like how they just sprinkle in the Tapus after, being out of, what, Sun and Moon era for however long. All right, another code, another pack. Let's see what this energy is. Ooh, nice. I have to keep in mind that they do have these reverse energies in here, so I just don't want to throw away energies if they have the reverse pattern one. So, all right, let's see what we got here. We have Furfrou to start us off, Dartrix and Absol. We have Houndoom and regular. We have Zero's Machinations, Sylveon, Binding Mochi, Furfrou as the first reverse, Zubat as the second, and a Haxorus. All right, nothing too crazy just yet besides the old reverse holo energy, but it's all right. I think some of the other stuff we're going to get into is a little more exciting. I know, again, this is a kind of a hit or miss set for people. I just always like going through new sets. I know I haven't really completed or kept up with some of the more recent sets, but I'm still working on a lot of the Sword and Shield era sets. Just because I was either so close to finishing them or they're sets I really enjoyed. So I'm kind of working on those still, but yeah, being gone for 13 months definitely threw me off from keeping up with all these sets. So I feel like I'm still kind of behind, but it's all good. Just roll with it and kind of go at my own pace. All right, Varoom as the first reverse, Decidueye as the second. Ooh, nice. There we go. Finally get something there. We have the Pheasantipity EX. This is the nice full art there. Really like the design on that one. Very nice. All right, so if we finally got something, I was worried about not getting anything for this ETB. Let me grab, as I bump the camera, of course. That's all right. I'm still looking good. Got to grab the sleeves. Like I always say, it wouldn't be any of my openings without me bumping into the camera and messing something up. So at least you guys know what you're getting yourselves into, right? I would really like to change this setup though. Like I'm using a tripod for this, which isn't bad, but I'd like to get one of those either like clip onto the desk or one of the ones with like little swivel arms on it where I can put it like over this way and just swing it back here. Yeah, I don't know. I'd really like to do something else with this setup, but again, for right now it works. But yeah, Wabbit knows. He's been around long enough. Or they've been around long enough. Sorry, I don't want to assume anything. But yeah, wouldn't be one of my streams without me messing something up. So, all right. So we've got a couple more packs. Let's get into these. And then, yeah, so I guess another update. The eBay storefront has been doing really well. I pushed out, I want to say 23 or 24 orders as of this time last week. So I really appreciate if you were one of those few that went and checked it out or purchased something, even if you went to go look. Yeah, and again, we have a whole bunch of stuff coming in. It looks like from the tracker this morning, we should be getting in about 75 cards to be added to the shop coming back from CGC this week coming up. So I'm excited about that. And then some of my personal collection stuff is getting graded as well. But yeah, just trying to keep it restocked and keep that monster fueled, right? All right, so we have Axu as the reverse. Ooh, nice. There we go. There's another art rare. We have the Dusclops. I feel like we pulled one of these, one of the three last time. I don't remember the exact one. Let's see if we got anything else behind it. Nope, just Copperajah. All right, good. This ETB is definitely starting to pick up. I always get nervous opening these because if you followed me for a while, you know, I've opened up pretty much every ETB from like Sun and Moon on. But yeah, every once in a while you just get a dud. I still think to this day, and it's on the channel somewhere, if you search for Dragon Majesty Elite Trainer box or ETB opening, it was probably the best ETB I've ever opened. And it was awesome because it's one of my favorite sets. But, ooh, nice, got the lightning one. But yeah, I literally pulled one of every single rarity out of that ETB. And those ETBs back then were only 8 packs, I think. I pulled one of every rarity from a holo rare all the way up to a gold card. So yeah, that was definitely a fun opening for sure. You don't really get those too often. All right, let's see what we have here. Yeah, once we get through these, I'll kind of talk about what I'm planning for the 800 subscriber celebration opening, which is going to have to be next weekend, unfortunately. I was really hoping to get everything in by this weekend, but I have stuff coming in on like Tuesday of next week, and it's just going to be a weird time frame. So once I have everything in, I'll take a picture, I'll screenshot everything, but just plan for next week, either Friday or Saturday, we'll do that celebration, which I'm super excited about. I think you guys are going to enjoy it as well. All right, so we had Drowsy as the first reverse, Seadra as the second. Ooh, nice, Kingdra EX. There we go, so we're still getting some hits, good. Again, when you get a whole bunch of dud packs in the beginning, you just hope that you kind of pull out some hits towards the end. But yeah, like I was saying, plan for the celebration opening being next weekend. Unless everything shows up like today or tomorrow, then we'll do it on Sunday. But if not, like I said, we'll just keep going through with the collection stuff on Sunday. Maybe I'll show you guys some more stuff that I prepped and got ready to send out to get graded. So someone else mentioned this in chat, and maybe we'll do it today. If not today, we'll do it. If not today, we'll do it Sunday. Someone's asked me about like fake cards and how you can tell the difference between real and fake. Conveniently, I have a whole bunch of fake cards that someone sent me for, you know, making a specific video like that. So we'll definitely knock that out this weekend for sure. And then someone else reached out to me on Instagram, asked me a question. So I'll kind of read through that, give you my own insight on that as well. Let's see. So we have Eevee. Come on. We have Malamar and Ursaluna. All right, nothing crazy there. But yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, if you guys do follow me on Instagram, or you know, you're just watching here on YouTube, you know, leave comments below. If questions or comments that you have, or anything that you're curious about, and I'll do my best to answer them either during the streams, or like I can just reply to either the DMs or the comments on here. All right, we only have one more pack after this one. Let's see what else we have in here. Furfro, Slitherwing, we have Cassiopeia, or Cassiopeia, which this isn't the version of that card that we want. We have Yveltal, Sylveon as the first reverse, Haxorus as the second, and a Tapu Bulu again. All right. Man, I'm excited to get into some of this mail. Some of this stuff I ordered a while ago, and it took a little bit to get in. Some of this stuff I literally ordered like early Monday morning, and I'm glad it kind of made it in on time for today. But like I said, ooh, nice, there's the fighting one. Some of the other mail I'm waiting to come in. Like I said, if it comes in today, we'll do the big opening on Sunday. If not, we'll wait till next week. But I'll at least show off what we're going to be getting into. Like I said, I hope you're going to enjoy it, because obviously the big openings are for you guys. Like, yes, we hit another channel milestone, and it's great. But yeah, it's because of your guys' support. So, all right, let's see. We got this last pack. We had the Binding Mochi as the first reverse. Ooh, nice. There we go. Very, very nice. Ended off with a gold card. I'll take it. I think we pulled this one before, but this is one of the better gold cards to get. So obviously no complaints here. We got Earthen Vessel. Let's see if there's anything behind it. And nope, just good old Haxorus. All right, cool. Gladly take that though. That's a good way to end off on that one. Get a sleeve here. crack open one of these brand new sleeves here. I do like how it has this darker back on it. That's actually going to look really nice. So it's like a grayish black color, but with cards like this, that definitely stands out. So I really, really like that. Got a nice finish on the sleeve. It's that matte finish that they've kind of switched over to. They kind of did that early into Sword and Shield. Instead of having the glossy plastic finish, they went to a matte finish on some of these. I like both of them, so I'm not a stickler for either one. But I think the biggest thing is if the card fits, you know, like look how smooth that goes in and out like that. As long as the cards fit properly, I think that's what's more important. All right, so again, here is the promo from this ETB. Again, another really nice artwork there. Promo number 129. Some of the reverse energies that we got out of this, which I'll have to look in the binder and see which ones we already have. But it's always nice getting those. And then some of the hits. So not a bad ETB. We did get the Kingdra EX. We got the Dusclops Art Rare or Illustrator Rare. We got the Pheasantipity Full Art. And we got the Gold. So a little bit of everything. Nice little sampling for sure. Yeah, not bad. What do you guys think? Have you opened up the ETBs yet? I know they finally pushed them out. I know there was some kind of issue with them. That's why they delayed the release for them to come out. But yeah, you guys have to let me know what you think. Put these to the side for now. All right, next, we're going to get into some mail. All right, let's start with this one. So this one should be fun, and I want to pull up something just to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Let's see. Hold on just 1 second. All right. Well, I was trying to find the original post, but so I got this piece of mail from Card Caravan over on Instagram. I highly doubt he's ever going to watch this, but I guess I'm curious because obviously that's the business name up here. It's Top Notch Gaming and Collectibles. I'm assuming that's maybe like the actual store name, but on Instagram he goes by Card Caravan. So I guess my question is, which one is it? Like, which is it? I don't know. I guess we just get confusing. Like, obviously, I know who you are, right? But I guess which, I don't know. Do they link together? Do you have them separate for a reason? I don't know. I'm just curious. But anyway, like usual, they post stuff for claim sale. Yeah, I thought this was pretty neat because it's something very unique. And I'm curious if the Pokemon, or if CGC or even PSA will grade these kind of cards. Because it's something I haven't seen before. So let's take a look at this. So this card here, right, looks pretty interesting because that's not a card sleeve. That's the back of the card, by the way. But let's flip this over. Let's take a look. So look how cool this Blastoise is. I forget what language it's in. Because again, obviously it's a foreign language to me, but yeah, look how cool this card is. Like, that's really, really awesome artwork. Again, it's a really unique design. Obviously, it's not like a regular Pokemon card by any means, but yeah, it's a Blastoise, so definitely had to pick it up. Again, I don't remember the language, but I thought it was pretty unique. I'm gonna try and get it graded and see if they'll actually grade it. I'll have to reach out to Card Caravan and see if I can find the post where he had this. But yeah, pretty awesome pickup there. I'm gonna put it right up over here for right now. All right, next bit of mail. This is from Head Charizard. So again, pretty big following over on Instagram. They have a website, all that stuff. Definitely go check them out. Let them know I sent you. They're not sponsored, or they're not sponsoring me by any means. This is an actual customer order. But this is probably something you've seen before, especially if you know who I'm talking about and you follow them on Instagram. So this is something I wanted to do for a while. But yeah, so let's take a look. So these are actually really, really cool. So they do their own little mystery packs. If you've seen them before, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, just very small little mystery packs here. But they'll usually post up this little poster board that shows all the potential hits, right? Or at least like the big hits that you could get, right? And what's cool about it is, like, you know, there's some really crazy high-end stuff for some of these, right? Sometimes you can get some like vintage, like Japanese shining Pokemon. Just all kinds of really crazy potential in here. But I always wanted to try these. And when I purchased these, they only had like 20 left. So I was like, hey, let me just buy 5 and try my luck. But yeah, so let's just get into these. Again, I think it'd be really, really fun. And like I said, it's a little bit of a preview for people that haven't purchased these before. You get a bit of an idea of what it is. I'm trying to move the cards down because, again, they have these little rip tabs here, but I feel like the cards are kind of in the way. And I really don't want to mess any of this up. So let's see if I can shuffle this down a little bit. No, I don't think so. All right, I'm just going to try to cut a little bit above it then. All right, yeah. Okay. All right, so again, I don't know if there's any kind of order to these. I'm just going to go through it. If we recognize an order, I'll fix it for the next one. But again, it's just a little mystery pack. I'm curious to see what's in here. Ooh. So, all right. You got a Japanese EX here. This is one of those masked cards. So this is from one of the newer sets. This is from SV6. Let's see what's behind it. Ooh, nice. Okay. All right, cool. So, yeah, that's actually pretty sick. So we got Misty's Tentacruel. Obviously, this is from Japanese gym series. Card's actually in pretty good shape. That's pretty sick. So yeah, that's the kind of stuff that you can get out of these. Just really awesome mystery packs. So is that 3 from the front? If I take the 3 and move it to the back. Noise in the mic. Not sure if it's the audio of yours. Okay. That's kind of weird. Let me try to adjust some of the other audio. Just make sure there's no other weird feedback or anything. Thank you for pointing that out, though. Hold on. All right, I think it was coming from some of the music. Let me know if that sounds any better. I was trying to use a plug-in mic on my device, or on my phone rather, but it just doesn't fit with my case on, and I'm not trying to take the case off to do all that. But yeah, let me know. Thank you for pointing that out, though. I appreciate it. Yeah, pretty awesome card to start with for sure, though. Very, very nice. You guys know I love vintage hollows, so. But yeah, like I said, where these little rip tabs are on the sides, like the cards are just a little bit higher than that. So, yeah. Again, I'm just going to cut a little bit above it. All right, so let's do. Obviously, it's the sleeved card, so I'm just going to do it this way. Just go like that. It is kind of cool, though, that they do sleeve it up, so it's not just like some crazy high-end card just loose sitting in here. But let's see what we got. So we got Alolan Vulpix here. We have Squirtle, very, very nice. I love Squirtle. Really, really awesome artwork as well. We have Wishy-Wash. Yeah, that's what it's called, right? Wishy-Washy. Ooh, nice. Radiant Greninja in Japanese. Okay, very, very nice. Especially just open up the Shrouded Fate stuff. or Shrouded Fable. But let's see what's behind it. Obviously, there's something sleeved here. Oh, nice. Okay. Yeah, I'll gladly take that. So this is the Alt Art Garchomp EX. It's really funny because I just bought this off eBay because it was one of the ones I'm missing for my set. You guys know I'm buying all the Crystal EXs in Japanese, but that's huge. Like that's a pretty nice get. I want to say it's like 35 or 40 bucks in value, maybe even a little bit more. But that's such a beautiful card, so I'll gladly take that. I'm gonna re-sleeve it real quick. All right, cool. So yeah, gladly take that. That's huge. And just shows the range of what you can get. You know, like obviously we got Vintage Hollow in the first one. We have a modern alt art in the second one. So yeah, I'm definitely a fan of these for sure. And I know they do them in waves, which is kind of cool because they show off and kind of showcase what could be coming, or I'm sorry, what is coming in that wave. So you have an idea of all the potential hits. Yeah, definitely gonna have to buy some more of these as the next wave comes out. So that's huge. We're off to a good start. And then obviously, let me sleeve up this Japanese Greninja as well. Yeah, I feel the same way. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's definitely a cool looking card. So, and again, now I have two of them. So maybe I'll figure out which one is in better condition, and then I'll send it off to get graded. Because like I said, I literally bought that because it was one of the ones I was missing. So, but yeah, not bad. I'll take it. I'm just going to stack it up. Yeah, we'll just stack these up over here. So we've got 3 more to get through. All right, I can't imagine what else is in here now. Now I'm excited. Move this out of the way. And again, this came over from Head Charizard, so definitely go check them out. So 1, 2, 3. So another card in the sleeve. But yeah, this is fun. Like definitely, that's why I obviously there's people interested in mystery packs, and this is why, right? But when you get great stuff like that, it makes people want to go back and try and go for whatever your chase is. So we have a Fable. We have Chimeco. I think that's the name of that one. Ooh, we got 2 hits in this one. We have a Happy Ghastly. Ooh, nice. We have the Shadow Calyrex VMAX. Very, very nice. Yeah, I haven't seen that in a while, especially because they took Calyrex and the horse, and then the 2 different horses, right? The Ice Rider and the Shadow Rider. The horses became actual Pokemon as well, so I thought that was kind of cool. But let's see what this is here. So, it's okay. Wow, that's actually really, really sick. Japanese Alakazam alt art from 151. Yeah, that's huge. That's absolutely beautiful card there. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Obviously, it's got a little bit of a bend in it, but it's not creased. Yeah, that's huge. Very, very nice. All right, cool. It just seems like it's getting better and better. Yeah, that's huge. Another absolutely beautiful card there. Let me sleeve this up as well. Nice, that's huge. I do like how there's a little bit of a theme to it, like they do like Psychic or all water stuff. Let's see if I did this right. Yeah, that's definitely wasn't expecting to get that for sure. Absolutely beautiful though. I'll take that. Let's put that here. All right, still got 2 more. Let's see if we can get anything else crazy. So we got 2 modern alt arts and a vintage hollow. Let's see if we can get another vintage one. That'd be sick. But yeah, I definitely think this is worth the value for sure. And I personally don't think they're overpriced or like crazy expensive. So yes, that's actually a really good question. So they can still, ooh, vintage Japanese. All right, I was gonna put that down for a second. So yes, they can still get 10s, and the big reason is because if there's no creases or any kind of edge wear or any of that shown, once they seal it in the case, obviously it's gonna flatten it back out. So yes, there is a possibility for that to happen. I guess it just depends on how severe the bend is. But if there's no creases, I don't see why it wouldn't. You know what I mean? Hopefully that makes sense. But so now I'm super excited. So Japanese as the hit on this one. So let's take a look. Ooh, so we got some grass Pokemon here. So let's take a look and see what we got. This should be fun. Again, a bunch of just typical cards you'd put into a mystery pack, right? Which is completely understandable. Ooh, let's see what we got here. Oh wow, that's amazing. Base set Nidoking Hollow, Japanese base set. That's sick. And again, this card is in really good shape. Like, wow. Yeah, I'm definitely a supporter of this for sure. Like, if you like mystery packs, this is probably some of the best I've opened up. And again, I don't think they're overpriced by any means, but if this is the kind of stuff you can get out of them, I'll definitely support it for sure. So definitely, maybe gonna pick up a few more of these. But yeah, so there we go. So we got vintage base set, Japanese Hollow. We got one from Gym Series. We got 2 modern alt arts. But let's see what we can get in this last one. So 5th pack. That's absolutely insane. Huge shout out to Head Charizard for sure. Go check him out on Instagram. Again, I bought these. They didn't send them over. It's not sponsored by any means. This is a customer order. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna get buy into the next wave for sure. All right, so let's see what we got in this one. So modern Japanese hit on this one. All right, let's see what we got. Ooh, Iono. Okay. We have the, what is that, Rainbow Energy, I think? Ooh, so there's a lot of trainer cards, so maybe it's a big trainer hit. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, nice. So we have the, was that Miraidon or Koraidon? Yeah, I think it's Miraidon. The future one there. What's going on, Nugget? How are you? Let's see what's in this one. If you're just tuning in, we're opening up some of these mystery packs from Head Charizard. And as you can see on the table, we've had some absolutely amazing luck so far. So this is the last one. I'm interested to see what's in this. So again, it's vintage, or it's modern Japanese. But let's see. So I'm just gonna pull this off. We'll do 3, 2, 1. Ooh, nice. There we go. Absolutely amazing. So another alt art here. Yeah, that's a nice SAR right there. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, and again, these are all just coming from these mystery packs. So I'm definitely gonna have to get more of these. Well worth checking them out. There's the actual website you can order them from. You can check them out on Instagram. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to get some more of these for sure. Yeah, so Nugget. So how these go is they post on their website of like what the hits are going to be for this wave, if you will, and then like I said, you just buy it and try your luck. And again, there's no like, I mean, yeah, there's filler in here, right? Because obviously it's a mystery pack, but compared to other mystery packs that I've bought, I definitely think this was well worth it, and I'm definitely going to get more of these for sure. What? What's your question? What you got? What you got, Nugget? What are you thinking? Yeah, so they came from these mystery packs. You're guaranteed to get a hit out of these mystery packs. But no, you're fine, you're fine. So these are the 5 mystery packs that I opened up. These were the hits that I got. So we got a base set Hollow Japanese Nidoking. We got Misty's Tentacruel from one of the Japanese Gym series. We got the Alt Art Garchomp EX, which is funny because I just bought this off eBay, so now I have a second one. We have the Alt Art Alakazam from 151, and then we ended off with the Alt Art here. Can never remember this person's name. I know this one with the Alter Ego now, but yeah, absolutely beautiful card. But yeah, so again, all this is from Head Charizard. And then this card here, I got this. Yeah, so it's Penny. Gotcha. And then this one here, it's a Pokemon card, right? But I got this from Card Caravan over on Instagram. I don't remember the language, unfortunately. But yeah, really cool Blastoise. I'm going to see if I can get this graded. Very unique card for sure. But all right, let me move this off to the side. All right, so yeah, it's definitely Spanish, but I don't know like to what extent. If it's like, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Obviously, I'm not multicultural, not bilingual by any means. So yeah, I don't want to guess and say something dumb, but yeah, I'll have to take a look and see. I'm gonna look real quick because again, I got it from Instagram, so. Let me just pull this up real quick. Yeah, and that's one of the things where, and I get why people do this, but so I was gonna reference the post that Card Caravan made, but usually after his sales, he takes all the posts down. So yeah, I don't remember what language this was in, unfortunately, but it's all good. All right, so next, yeah, let's get into the other mail. So we're gonna open this up, but not just yet. I want to open up the other box first. Let me actually clear these off because I don't want to mess any of these cards up. We'll showcase them again at the end, but yeah, absolutely insane mystery packs. Definitely have to get more of those. All right, let's get into this one here. Hopefully, the receipt isn't just sitting right at the top. I mean, usually it is with this kind of stuff. This is a package from the Pokemon Center's website. So let's see what's in here. All right, nice. So there we go. So this is the Pokemon Center exclusive. Wait, is this? Yeah, it is. Okay, gotcha. All right, hold on. Let me move this for just 1 second. Sorry. All right, there we go. So usually they pack your receipt in here, but it's not in here, so that's fine. So we did get the Shrouded Fable Pokemon Center exclusive ETB. If you just caught in on the stream, I opened up the other one, which I'll show you that again. Hold on 1 second. All right, so this is what we opened up earlier. So yes, I do have two of them, and I'll explain why in a second. So this is the regular Shrouded Fable Elite Trainer box. This one you can get in a store. I got this one from Walmart. This is the Pokemon Center exclusive one. So they usually do a different design, or at least try to change up the design. And obviously it has its own little logo on here as well. So the reason why I have a second one of these, so I opened one of these up earlier. We did fairly well. The reason why I have two is in my sealed collection, which is a little bit of a sneak peek of some of this stuff I keep sealed. I always buy at least one ETB for the set, and then I always try to get the Pokemon Center exclusive one. And the main difference between the two, if you flip it over, so the Pokemon Center exclusive one usually comes with more packs. Sometimes they'll do like little metal tokens or just something a little bit extra in these, but in theory, it's the same product, right? It's just a visual look that's different. But yeah, so again, I always try and keep one of each sealed, and then they just go in a tub. And that'll be some of the stuff I'll be showing off as we keep getting into my collection. But yeah, I've been keeping up with these. So for pretty much ever since they started doing the Pokemon Center exclusive ones, I think I'm missing maybe 3 of the ETBs out of all of them. But yeah, we'll go through that at some point. But definitely wanted to show these off. Definitely nice additions to the sealed collection. All right, so this next box here, this one is one of the items that's going to be involved in the 800 subscriber celebration opening, which again, unless everything else comes in today, it probably won't be this weekend. If it comes in tomorrow, then we'll do it on Sunday. but it's looking like some of the stuff's going to be coming in on like Monday or Tuesday of this week coming up. So I'll probably just put off the big celebration opening until then. But anyway, this is a bit of a preview of that. So I'm going to carefully try and cut into this. I definitely have a theme in mind for, I finally decided how I want to do it. I think it'll be fun because similar to what I did on the last celebration opening, if you will. But yeah, I'm gonna try and let me just see if there's anything crazy hiding in here. Yep, there's my receipt. Definitely get this out of the way. Ooh, they threw in a free pack of something, so we'll take a look at that. So here we go. I'm just going to put this face down right here. See if there's anything else in this giant box. Which I appreciate how secure this was packed. And this came from South Carolina. So yeah, definitely got here safe and secure. This was an eBay purchase, by the way. All right, before we get into this, let me show off some more codes because I know there's people that enjoy getting these code cards. Again, I am running fairly thin on these here. So if you have a whole bunch that you're not doing anything with them and you want to donate them to the channel, let me know, reach out to me. We'll try to make some kind of arrangement. And yeah, again, just a little bit of a giveaway that I can give to the viewers. So, all right, let's take a look and see. I bought this hoping that you guys would enjoy this. It's definitely something. Oh, actually, sidetracked myself again. Let's look at this. So it's obviously Star Wars. This came from Topps. It says it's dog tags. So let's see what's in here. Always cool when you get freebies, even though. So that's kind of terrible. So they give you was like the promotional stuff in here, but yeah. Anyway, so let's take a look. So nice. What is that? Was it BB-8? Yeah, so these are all the different kind of dog tags you can get. It's one of these little blind bags, right? So it's just a little mystery thing that you can get. But yeah, I think it's pretty cool. A little nice little extra in there. Can't ever complain about getting something free. Yep, good old BB-8. All right, so this here. So like I was saying, I think you guys will enjoy this, especially because it's something that I've never opened up. It's something that you don't really see. But I do think it's getting more and more popular. I'm trying to hype this up while trying to get all this out without destroying this. But yeah, this should be fun. So I've got a bunch of stuff like this coming in for the big celebration opening. But yeah, so there it is. There it is. Obviously, I'm going to show you what it is. Yeah, I just leave you with that. Like, all right, cool. So here it is, and just put it off to the side. Kind of like this one. So I have another one. So this box here, I'm not going to show this one off. I'm going to leave this one a surprise. But this is one of the other things we're going to be opening up when we do the celebration opening. So I'm going to move that to the side. But I will show you at least this one today. So yeah, the good old white square. So this is what we're going to be opening up. One of many things we're going to go through. Yeah, absolutely. They did a great job with that. So this here is a Chinese Pokemon set. Decide to get a booster box from this set here. So the reason why I wanted to open this is obviously it's Chinese Pokemon and it's starting to get more and more popular. This is from 2023. You do have a chance to get some of the amazing rares in here, so I think that should be really, really fun. But the other reason why I got this is if you look at that Charizard specifically, there's something pretty unique about it. It is the Charizard VMAX, for those of you that are curious, in the shiny version. But the reason why I got this is there's a chance that you can get this in it. I thought, hey, might as well try our luck and try and see if I can pull it. I know I purchased this one before, but this is the set here. It's called the Vivid Portrayals. So it should be pretty interesting. This is just one of the few things we're going to be opening up. I don't want to spoil too much, but I want to show off at least that so you have an idea of what we're getting ourselves into. But yeah, it should be really, really fun. Between that, the other box that I was showing off, and then all the other stuff coming in, I really hope you guys are going to enjoy it. All right, so let's see. So we opened up Shrouded Fable. We showed off all the mail that came in. Let's see, what else? Let me clean up a little bit of this trash. I'm going to stand up and take a short break, and then we'll get into some of my collection stuff. Does that sound good to you guys? You know, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna put out some more codes, and I'm gonna leave them here for a minute because it's kind of funny to me, but I know it's gonna be inconvenient to other people. But yeah, so here we go. Here's some more code cards that don't have the QR codes on them. So if you want them, you got to manually type them in. So best of luck to you on these. That's why I'm gonna take a break. You guys have a couple minutes to plug them in, get your apps pulled up, start typing them in. I did this during my regular content or my pre-recorded stuff because people had bots set up that would literally just scan in all the QR codes right off rip. But yeah, there we go. I'm gonna leave that up. I'll be right back. All right. Hopefully, you guys were able to claim those codes. If not, I'm assuming people over the watching the stream after the fact will appreciate them. All right, so showing off some more of my collection showcase, right? So huge skip from where we were previously, going into some of the more quote-unquote modern stuff. This is all from like 2016. I put both these sets together because in the XY generation, these are probably the two better sets from that. I know that's highly debatable, but to me, these were some of the sets I started collecting and got back into early on. Yeah, so you have XY generations and XY evolutions. Put them in the same binder. And it's been a while since I've opened this up, so let's go ahead and take a look. So starting off with, this is Evolutions. So this was the set that came out in 2016. You guys can see this, right? That looks good. This is the one that had a lot of the base set reprint, right? And it's the whole history behind the set is weird because when it first came out, it was kind of accepted, and then the Pokemon Company just crazy overprinted it, and people were getting annoyed with it. And then for some reason it boomed. So like, I think the booster boxes for this set now are like $800, $900, which is insane. Yes, it is. They pulled a lot of the original artwork for this set here, and then mixed in some of the newer stuff. So as you see on the next page, obviously you have like the reprint of the base set Charizard. But yeah, again, they mixed in a lot of iconic base set artwork. Yeah, I know, I'm right there with you, and we're not old, trust me. Yeah, so this was a set that I wanted to try to chase. I'm pretty sure I have close to the master set. I know I'm missing some of the reverses, like the reverse Charizard, which is expensive. But yeah, again, it's a lot of iconic artwork. But this set, again, it went from being popular to... What's up? Oh, my apologies. Yeah, let me go back. Hold on one second. So we got the Growlithe in both the regular and the reverse, right? I do kind of like the reverse patterns on this. They were somewhat subtle. Let me put this back. And then, of course, I know this is Nugget's favorite. We have the Arcanine there. Again, this is the original base set artwork that they reprinted for this set. So I have the regular and the reverse. Yep, there it is. But yeah, again, a lot of iconic artwork here. And then, again, they mixed in some of the newer stuff, which I thought was pretty neat. But again, this was one of those sets where people just were okay with it initially, hated it for a while, and then now it's crazy popular for whatever reason. But there's a lot of controversy with the set too, because this set had secret rares. And I do that specifically because, so look, there's the Nidoking reprint. For this one, they did Psychic, even though it was like Grass/Psychic initially. Like even this artwork here, this was an old promo that they redid for this set, just so you had some of the 151 kind of feel to it. The old Machamp, very, very iconic artwork there. But yes, this set has secret rares, and I'll get to that here in a second, because they weren't as secret as you would hoped, right? Secret rares should be somewhat hard to get, and in this set, you would pull secret rare like every other pack. So it kind of took a little bit of the thrill and the fun of getting it. But they even did the energies in this set also, and they were part of the set, which was kind of cool. So Generations did something similar, and you'll see that here in a second. But yeah, Sleeved All is up also. This is when Fairy Energy also used to be a thing, which the Pokemon Company has gone back and forth on if they're going to use Fairy Energy, if they're not. It's just been this weird kind of tug of war, if you will, with Fairy Energy. But as for now, it's kind of done. And then some of the other big hits, right? So you have all these alt arts and full arts. This Dragonite's pretty awesome, which I graded 1, but I kept this one in the binder because this one's crazy off-centered. If you look, to where the border is, right? There's a lot of gold on this end and not much on this side. It's even more apparent on this side here. But yeah, this was one of those that, hey, I kept in the binder because I needed a copy for the binder and one to grade. Still absolutely beautiful artwork though. And then of course, you get the full art Brock and the full art Misty. So these 5 cards here are the secret rares. And again, I keep saying that because they weren't as secretive as they should have been. So this was card 109 of 108. This is Iwakuni's Executor. And then they did Iwakuni's Doduo. The Flying Pikachu, both of these were reprinted from the Black Star promos from back in the day. And then, of course, here comes Team Rocket, is obviously from the Team Rocket set. But again, these 5 secret rares were supposed to be that. They were supposed to be secrets, but I had like 30 of each of these at one point. It was insane. But again, not that big of a set, but it was kind of a flashback to the base set. So now, Generations, this is another really, really good set. This one was kind of a greatest hits artwork of the XY generation. Funny how they use that, right? But yeah, again, still mixing some of the EXs and then the Mega EXs. Again, filled with Charizards, right? This is where you got the regular Charizard EX. This is obviously, earlier EX, not the kind of new stuff we're looking at now. And then the Mega Charizard EX, which was kind of the shiny version, if you will. It was the black and blue Charizard. Yeah, I know. There's no there's no legendary boys here, unfortunately. Still some great artwork. I mean, Ninetales, Ponytail, Rapidash. It's all kind of nice, but yeah. And then they did very few full arts. Obviously, the Articuno's in here. They got Raichu in here, which, hey, I was at least excited about, right? The Vaporeon, which is cool because it looked like they pulled it right from the show. In terms of like how that artwork is. But yeah, so this is one of my many completed sets. There's the Zapdos. This one looks really nice. But yeah, the Slowpoke, that was kind of a flashback to the original Slowpoke artwork. They just redid it for this new set, or newer set at the time. This Machoke was always funny every time I saw this. Yeah, absolutely, Dean. Thanks for, first of all, thanks for stopping by. But yeah, absolutely beautiful cards in these full arts. This Machoke was always kind of cool because it looked like he's just standing in a waterfall. And then obviously the reverse patterns were nice on these one as well. But yeah, again, really, really cool set here. You got Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. You got the Meowth artwork, which they've reused this so many times now. There's Iwakuni again. Yeah, old classic Tauros artwork there as well. So they did kind of mix in some vintage stuff. And then again, the energies, right? So they did a different pattern with these energies. Of course, there's hollow versions of these, which I have some of them, not all of them, unfortunately. But I really like the pattern on these. It was kind of neat. Yeah, so the other specialty about this set, if you're not familiar with it, no, it's all right, Dean, no worries. You can always go back and watch it after it gets posted. It's all good. Appreciate you stopping by. So the other part of this, there is a subset in this called the Radiant Collection. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, it's because they've done this set a couple times, and different Radiant variants, if you will. But this Radiant Collection was really, really cool, especially because of this, right? So I wish the Pokemon Company would do more cards like this, but it's what they call like little storyboard cards. So if you start off here, right? So Charmander obviously is trolling this kid. He took his glasses and he's kind of running away, kind of being more Charmeleon, right? And then he finally catches up with him, and they've both grown up a little bit. Now they're hanging out in this tree, just kind of bonding. And then there's all of them grown up in a snowy mountain for some reason. They're probably either in a battle, if you will. But yeah, so it was kind of cool that they did these little storyboards like this. But I'd like to see them do that more often. Something you don't really see in some of the modern sets. I know they'll sprinkle in every once in a while, or they'll do like 1 or 2 cards that kind of fit together. But this is another one of those sets that has the reverse pattern on them, right? So this Flareon EX, you can see all the little hearts and stuff all on it. But yeah, so the Radiant Collection that I did was from the Legendary Collection, or yeah, what was it called? Yeah, Legendary Collection, right? But yeah, so even like the Raichu, which like I still need to get some of these other cards, but absolutely beautiful. Really like how these turned out. So, and then obviously you get to the stuff on the end, right? So like this Flareon, right? It has Vaporeon and Jolteon there, but it has the original 3 evolutions on it. I thought that was really, really awesome. This card in Japanese is crazy expensive for good reason. It's a beautiful card. This Pikachu, probably one of my favorite Pikachu artworks. It's because there's a bunch of them. They're in a field just kind of, you know, fooling around. But yeah, again, it's just beautiful artwork there. You've got the Gardevoir EX full art, which it has Ralts and Curlia there in the background as well. So kind of full evolution line on that one. And then you have the Mega Gardevoir. So you have the regular Gardevoir and then the Mega form right there. So that's kind of neat. The other thing that's cool about this is you see this text right here. It's actually in Japanese. And it's the name of one of the moves. Now, the funny thing is the Japanese version of this card has the same thing here, but it's the English text. So I thought that was kind of neat how they did that. And then, of course, last but definitely not least, you have the Sylveon with Eevee in the background. Yeah, again, just some absolutely amazing artwork in these cards. These were the sleeves that came from the Elite Trainer box back then, which I would love to have this one sealed, but I opened the only one I ever found, and now they're like $800, $900. So yeah, I'm gonna have to pass on that. And then this is just some random duplicates I had in here. But yeah, so that is the Generations and Evolution set. Let me know which cards you like the best out of these sets. I love this Snorlax too; it's hilarious. But again, they weren't like the biggest sets, but they were something that I wanted to try to complete and chase down. But yeah, another completed set. Always nice to have those. So let's move on to the next one. All right, so these two sets here going another, what, maybe 2 years after. So this one here, you probably don't know what this stands for. If you do, that's great. So we have Dragon Majesty and Shining Legends in the same binder here. Again, these are two subsets from Sun and Moon era. They were probably two of my top 3 favorite sets from this era altogether. But let's take a look. So this is another set that I have to go back through and kind of re-sleeve stuff. As you can tell, stuff's just kind of loose and kind of moving around a little bit. But yeah, maybe one of these days I'll go back through and actually sleeve these up. But yeah, so Dragon Majesty, this is from, let's see, I want to say it's 2018. Yeah, 2018. So again, another subset. And this set here, the packs are like $35, $40 a pack now. So it's not something that I really wanted to try to chase and open up now. But that's why I just went through and bought some of the individual cards. But so this is kind of similar to what we could see with the new Japanese set coming out, where it's very dragon focused. And then you have some other cards that are mixed in as well. So maybe this is what we'll see in, what, another month or two. But a lot of great cards. Obviously, a really awesome Dragonite. I've got that graded in both English and Japanese. You got Salamence. Again, just some really awesome cards. Obviously, you have Blaine in here. You have to put Lance in here. So these Prism cards are really neat because this is something that was, you know, like a, I don't want to call it a gimmick, but that's what it was during this generation. So you had your GX cards, right? And then you had these Prism cards, which is kind of cool because it had the black border, it had the big prism on there. Definitely changed up the format of how these cards looked. So I definitely did take a break. I took a break at a weird time where, like, I was a kid, got older, then, you know, started getting my own stuff, got my own place. I was kind of casually collecting here and there, but I definitely had a lot of stuff when I was a kid, and obviously you guys have seen some of those sets already. But yeah, I definitely took a break, but I'm glad I came back. I started collecting again in the end of 2019 when Hidden Fates came out. And just because it was such an awesome set, and a buddy of mine was like, hey, you should probably check this out. And that was also the same time where I started making content, because like, look, if you're going to open this stuff, why don't you just do it on YouTube? Obviously, YouTube had been out for years at that point. there's plenty of people that you know, obviously making content, and I was like, hey, you know, I might as well just do it and have fun with it. And yeah, all this time later, so yeah, now we're here. Yeah, I started collecting at the recollecting the end of 2019, and then started making content March of 2020. So that's kind of when I got back into this. But yeah, so obviously the better cards at the end here, right? And all these beautiful full arts. Obviously, my favorite being Dragonite. I do like the Zinna and the Blaine's Last Stand. So the two most expensive cards here, probably the Zinna full art, because full art trainers are going through the roof. And then obviously there's Ultra Necrozma GX Gold card, which if you guys saw my recap from Collecticon, this was the card that I picked up in its sleeve. So yeah, definitely nice to complete it. So another funny thing about this binder, and I always have like little random stories or memories from, you know, completing these sets and working on them. So this Dragon Talon, such a crazy story about this card. So it's just a gold card. It's nothing crazy. But before I try to work on really completing this set, I sold this card off on Instagram. Sold it off, and some time had passed, and just scrolling through, and I saw someone was posting stuff for sale, and they had this on here. And again, I was missing this at the time. So I reached out to the person trying to sell it, and I was like, hey, look, you know, I'm missing that Dragon Talon. What can you do for me? And the first response was LOL, and I was like, okay, sure. But they didn't realize until I you know, messaged them that this was the card that they bought from me, and they just been sitting on it, and they wanted to get rid of it. I guess it wasn't part of their collection, or they weren't working on the set. So I bought back my own card and put it back in the collection. So I thought that was pretty neat, and stuff like that. That obviously, I mean, I have a great story. But it's kind of stuff like that where you just flip through and you remember, like, oh, cool, like I have memories with specific cards, or, you know, chasing down this whole set, especially with this next set I'm going to show you. But yeah, the old Dragon Talon, I'll always remember that one for sure. So now we get into Shining Legends, which, if you look back on the channel, I have a whole playlist of Shining Legends. This was probably one of the most open sets that I did on this channel for a long time. I used to do Shining Legends Sundays, Shining Legends Saturdays, where we just rip open Shining Legends. And I was chasing one specific card. Obviously, you know, I completed this set. The big staples in this set are the Shining Pokemons. They brought these back in, which is kind of neat. And really, it's just the shiny version of that Pokemon, obviously. So you have the shiny Volcanion, obviously shiny Genesect. But yeah, I ripped so much of this set. And you guys can look on the channel. There's probably 30, 40 videos. But I had the set almost complete, but I was just chasing one single card. Obviously, beautiful Shining Mew. And now I have this one and the OG Shining Mew, which is getting graded currently. And then the Shining Jirachi. Again, just all absolutely beautiful cards. The other thing about this here is the texture is only on the Pokemon itself. So it makes these a little more unique. But anyway, so as I was saying, I was still chasing one last card from this set, and then I had to just stop because, just like Dragon Majesty, this set was getting to be $35, $40 a pack, and it just didn't make sense to keep buying the packs. As much as I love opening this set, to just try to chase that one card. So I ended up buying that last card. I know, but after as many attempts as I had, and probably 300 or 400 packs, if not more, to try and pull this one card, I just played the waiting game, and I was patient, and it finally started dipping down in price, and then I found a really good deal on it. So this was the last card that I need to get here. Mewtwo GX. This is the hyper rare. Absolutely beautiful card, but this slot, I had it like this for a while, and I had the sleeve sitting in here, and I had it just sitting like this for a long time. And I was like, you know, I'll eventually get that card, and I'm finally glad that I did, because this is the card that completed this set. Now, funny enough, the more expensive version of it is this, the Mewtwo GX Altard. So they used to call this the Mewtube card, obviously because it's Mewtwo in his tube in a laboratory, or Laboratory Mewtwo. But yeah, this card is crazy expensive now. I probably had 5 or 6 of these, sold them off, got some graded, sold them. But yeah, and of course the beautiful Raichu GX, so my favorite card in the set. But yeah, finally got this one, so that was nice. What's that? Oh, the tube. Yeah, but I mean, it's Mewtwo. I mean, once it was out of the tube, you knew what the ill intent was. So obviously, it was a test subject, and they pulled DNA from Mew and all this other stuff. But yeah, I mean, obviously, if you watch the original movie, you saw how Mewtwo ended up. This set here had reverse hollow energies as well, so I have a set of those, obviously with a fairy energy in here. And then just some of the promos. These are actually all the promos from this subset. So you had the Shining Ho-Oh that came in the Elite Trainer box. Pikachu and Mewtwo came in the little pin collection boxes along with Marshadow. And then Celebi, Lugia, and this Ho-Oh came from the premium collection box. And then the Darkrai had its own box. The Raichu had its own box as well. But yeah, let me just flip through this to make sure there's nothing else just hiding in here. But yeah, two very awesome sets, and glad to have them completed. And again, a lot of these sets, guys, if you look at these binders, the chance of me ever doing anything with these or selling them is highly unlikely. It's stuff I've completed myself, and it's stuff that I just want to hold on to. So, yep, let's move on to the next one. So, as I mentioned before, there was a set that got me back into collecting, and then obviously what led me into creating content, and this is that set right here. Good old HF. The old Hilo Foxtrot for any of my military folks out there. No, this is the Hidden Fates set here. Now, something special about this set outside of everything, it is, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best, modern set in current Pokemon history. This is a set from 2019. Came out in November of 2019. It was one of those seasonal, like, end-of-year subsets, but it had all the shiny variants. So the thing that's special about this set, at least for me, is this is one of the few master sets that I have. And if you don't know what that means, you'll see here in a second. But if you look here, right, just all the regular cards, right? Obviously, some of the GXs in here, the Charizard EX, one of my favorite artworks. But just some really awesome artwork here. This Raichu I have in a 10 graded, which was huge because it's one of my favorites. I actually think I have it in the pristine 10. But yeah, again, this was such an awesome set. The regular set was only 68 cards. Yeah, 68 cards. So it wasn't a huge set. Kind of similar to the other two previous sets I just showed off. It was a subset. But again, a lot of great artwork here. The Mew and Mewtwo. The Legendary Birds tag team cards. And then obviously some great trainers in here. Obviously Brock's Grit, Jesse and James, good old Lieutenant Surge, Missy's Determination, and the Water Command. Again, a lot of the iconic, Gen 1 trainers, right? Bill's Analysis, Giovanni, Erica, Koga. And then, of course, some of the greatest full arts, like the full art Legendary Birds and the Rainbow version. There was a gold version of this that came out, but it never came out in English, unfortunately. Whenever I do purchase that card, it's going to go in this binder. Yeah, definitely a small set for sure. Giovanni's Exile, and then one of my favorite full arts, good old Jesse and James. You've got, you have Meowth here, you have Wobbuffet in the background. It was great. Now, in terms of master set, so if you look here, right, all the non-holos, right, just regular cards. So master set means I completed this whole set, so all 68 cards. And then I did it a second time, because I had to get every single reverse from this as well. So every single card that had a reverse, I got that as well, as you'll see here. So even some of the cards that were holos, I have the reverse for. So not only did I complete the set once, I completed it twice. It was absolutely insane. It was definitely a grind to get this done, but it was one of those things that, that's why it's one of my favorite sets, because of all the work I put in to get this complete. If you look at my YouTube channel, go to where it says popular oldest and click oldest, you'll see so many videos in the early days of this channel were Hidden Fates and Sword and Shield base set. It was absolutely insane. I opened so much of this set. But yeah, so completed the set twice. So again, normal set, all reverse set, and then all of the shinies. So this is the first time they did the shiny vault in English, which again, this was a 94 card subset within this. So not only are you getting all this great iconic artwork, right? Then you're getting all these shinies too. So let's go through this and take a look. Obviously some really awesome shinies in here. This is why I really like this set as well, because I think it has the best set of shinies. I know they did Shining Fates and Paldean Fates. I still think this takes the cake. Paldean Fates is probably second in terms of the shinies. But this set, I don't think you're ever going to be able to beat these shinies, especially when you get to the full arts. The full art shinies in this set and the trainers, not necessarily the gold cards, but the full art shinies and the trainers were probably the best they ever did. And you'll see why as soon as I flip this page over. Yeah, just soak that in for a second. There's no way you're ever going to tell me that there's a better shiny set than what's here. Just from these 2 pages. And there's another 2 pages of full art shinies. But this Charizard, which I actually pulled 2 of these. Sold 1, and then I have obviously the Japanese variant, which is super exciting. If I ever get another one, I'll probably grade the English variant. But I'm working on getting the Chinese variant as well. But yeah, again, just this page alone should seal the deal on why this is such an awesome set. All the evolutions, Charizard, obviously, the Mewtwo, which again, one of my favorite artworks, and then they did a shiny version. And here's some more. Lucario, the Umbreon, Scizor, one of my other favorite shinies, Darkrai, Gardevoir, you know, I mean, even Noivern, like all these absolutely beautiful shinies. But this is the reason why I think Hidden Fates is probably one of the best sets. Between all the promo cards and the regular set, it just had some of the best artwork. So it would definitely be one of my top sets. It's going to be hard to knock this one off of the top 3 favorite sets. Yeah, and then you get into the trainers, right? Again, some absolutely amazing trainers, right? So Cynthia, you have the Guzma, Hiker, Lady, Fisherman, and of course on the front page you had the Aether Foundation employees. The gold cards, right? You have the Aether Paradise Conservation Area. Ugh, what a mouthful. Brooklet Hill, Mount Cornet, the Shrine of Punishment. The gold cards weren't as great. I wasn't a huge fan of this design of the gold cards, but still, it completed the set. So up to this point here, this is the complete set. Again, regular set, reverse set, every shiny. Especially Charizard. Now, these are all the promos. So if this gives you an inkling of how much I opened up, you'll see here in a second. So these promos, these came from the Great Ball and the Master Ball premium collection boxes. This came from its own collection box. I want to say it's ultra premium, but this had a Rayquaza statue, which I still have. It's kept in its box in the garage. And then these 2 came from, I think it came from, was it the same box as this one? I know these promos came from one of the sets. But yeah, so I'm going to flip this page, right? So they did another set of these reverse hollow energies, which is one of my favorite designs for them. The Elite Trainer box had the most beautiful artwork here. This is obviously the legendary birds in that stained glass effect. And then here are the promos. So if you see the Charizard, you see Gyarados, and then there's a Raichu in here. These came from the tins, the Hidden Fates tins, right, where it's like a little promo in the window. So kind of like this. Let me grab this real quick. So it came in a tin like this, right, where you just got the promo in the window, right? This is from Crown Zenith, but same kind of design. So, no judgment here, but I'm just going to flip through these and you guys can make your own assumptions. But yeah, so I heard you like Gyarados. Yeah, I heard you like Raichu as well. And then these promos came from the pin collection boxes. So they had a Mewtwo pin collection and a Mew pin collection. I still think it's kind of funny that one of the Raichus that was in this slot here, I pulled it to get graded and we got a 10. So yeah, maybe I'll grade some of these Raichus at some, or the other Raichus, maybe some of these Gyarados. I want to get some of these Charizards graded, but they were so tough to grade because they're just sitting in that tin and in that little window. But yeah, so what do you think? Hidden Fates? For some of you that haven't seen this set before, this may be new to you, but again, this is one of my favorite sets. I'll always remember this set. Anytime I look through my collection, this is a set I always flip back through. To grade the whole set would be huge. So that'd be amazing. So I'm really glad you just said that. So someone actually, I'm gonna flip to this page here. Someone graded this entire set. Every single card, all the promos, everything. They grade the whole thing. They put it on eBay. So they had all 10s, all in PSA 10s. So obviously, you know, they didn't just submit one card, right? They probably submitted over and over and over again to get the whole set in 10. So you're talking 94 from the shiny Volt, 68 from the regular, the 12 promos maybe. Yeah, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 promos, right? Every single card in the set, dude had grade in 10. He was trying to sell the complete thing for $15,000. And this was a few years ago. So it's probably gone up in price now, obviously. But obviously it's something like no one's going to buy that. It's something that you just piecemeal together. Maybe you find some shark, or if you want to call them whales, that just has a boatload of money that just wants to buy it. No, it still hasn't sold. I have it wish listed, or I have it marked on my eBay store. It was insane though, but no, I don't think it ever sold. He just kept lowering the price. The last time I checked, he lowered it all the way down to like $8,000. Which again, full disclosure, like I was kind of clowning, and I was like, all right, let me just see what this guy would take. So I literally offered him like $5,000. I'm like, hey, I'll take everything, because again, I already have the set completed, so I'd be done. And then he had the whole graded set, so I was like, hey, we take $5,000 for it. And of course, you know, he's cussing me up and down. No, absolutely not. I won't take it, blah, blah, blah. I was like, hey, best of luck to you, man. And he's still sitting on that set. I mean, it's great. It's awesome. Another 10, 15 years, it's going to be huge. But it's crazy to see the entire set graded in 10s. But this here, if I ever come into a good chunk of change, I'll grade all of this just for myself. I'm literally just going to ship this binder. I'm like, oh, here you go. You grade it. Try my luck. But, yep, good old Hidden Fates. I think I can't talk about this set enough. It's one of my favorites. I'll always be one of my favorites. All right, so last thing for today, just because I can already feel my voice going out, I'm going to show this binder off here. And I think I've showed it off before, but it's such an awesome binder, and it's another one of those grueling, just epic adventures I went on to complete this. Plus, it's a squirrel binder. It's awesome. But this is the Sword and Shield promo binder. Over 300 cards of goodness in this binder that took me since Sword and Shield started in 2020 all the way up till this year to complete. So let's flip through memory lane here. We'll talk about some cards. Yeah, it's absolutely insane. Yeah, and again, most people don't collect the promos, right? You just get them with your set, or you put them with the binder. But yeah, this is a chunky boy for sure. It's a beefy ass binder. But it starts off strong, right? You get the original 3 starters for Sword and Shield. The Meowth VMAX. The stamped promos, which these were some of the hardest ones to get, especially if you weren't keeping up with those sets. This Pikachu is one of my favorite Pikachu artworks. It's really, really neat. Obviously, the card's off-centered. It wouldn't grade well, but yeah, such a beautiful card. Rebel Clash, which is probably one of the most hated Sword and Shield sets. I had fun. I like the artwork, and a lot of people hate it because there wasn't a big chase card. But yeah, absolutely beautiful cards here. Starting again in Darkness Ablaze. This is the set that had the first Charizard for Sword and Shield. The Eternius or Eternatus, however you want to pronounce it. V and V Max. Charizard V, this came from the Champion's Path Elite Trainer box. And I think this one's still sealed. Yeah, I saw it sealed in its original little cellophane plastic here. So Gengar, I know a lot of people like this one because it's kind of like a cuter Gengar, if you will. Yeah, more Pikachus, right? So obviously Pikachu V, and then the V Max in the middle. And yes, they're all in order. Another Charizard here. This one was probably one of the most expensive stamped promos you can get out of all these. But yeah, this one took forever to get. Because I got all these when the set came out from Vivid Voltage. But then just trying to get this one was so hard. I had to wait for the price to go down a lot. So these ones here, these ones are pretty, these ones are going to be memorable. So the special delivery cards, you got these from the Pokemon Center website. They were free. Yeah, of course, Charizard, exactly. These promos were free if you paid, if your order was like $30 or more. So you got these, and I kept them in their little sealed little packaging, right? Special delivery Pikachu, special delivery Charizard. So the Pikachu and one of the others were crazy expensive. And this one I got because I just got lucky, got on the website, made my order. When they put this one out, it was way cheaper and they made these way more abundant, so it wasn't as bad. But you'll see here in a little bit, there's a third special delivery card, which unfortunately I had to just outright buy. And as much as I hate that I had to buy it, because I talked for years about it, and if you look at some of the older videos, I was like, I'm never going to buy this. It's the stupidest promo. I don't ever want to get it. I'll leave the spot blank. Yeah, I found one. It was still sealed. Someone offered me a good price on it, and I just, bit my tongue and I bought it. These promos here, these came from the first Ultra Premium collection that they did. It's the black and gold style promos here for Zacian and Zamazenta. No, there was never a Dragonite special delivery. The only one that they ever did was technically the original one from the WB promos. But no, they've never done a special delivery Dragonite, which is insane because that was the first special delivery Pokemon, if you will. But yeah, they never did that one. But yeah, some more of these stand promos from Battle Styles. Yeah, it was absolutely stupid. I agree. But again, you have to look at the Pokemon, right? So like these two make sense. The third one I'm going to show you was a complete troll. Like even from the Pokemon company, they trolled everybody with it. It's probably one of the most expensive cards in this binder, and I hate that it is. But we'll get to it in a minute. Starting to get into some of these shinies, right? When Shining Fates came out. The Crobat was pretty cool. This one they finally introduced Blastoise and Venusaur, and of course they gave him promos. They wouldn't put him in an actual set, which is aggravating. But you got Blastoise V and the V Max, which this V Max was absolutely insane. One of my favorite Blastoise artworks. I do have it graded. I don't remember what it is off the top of my head. But yeah, really awesome artwork here. Starting to get to where they did the Rapid Strike and Single Strike cards. This came with Battle Styles. Which again, it was a new mechanic that they added in. You get into Chilling Rain, also known as Chilling Pain, especially because this was the set that became one of the biggest sets from Sword and Shield. But this is when the pull rates just started plummeting. It was such a massive set. They started doing all the crazy alt arts. So let me back up. Sorry, Battle Styles started the alt arts for this generation, and then just went crazy from there. But Chilling Rain, also known as Chilling Pain, and then Evolving Skies or Evolving Lies. These two sets were the bigger sets in this generation with the hardest, craziest pull rates. I still don't have the sets complete. You'll see when I get to those binders eventually. I don't know if I'll ever complete them because some of those cards are just ridiculously expensive. And it's tough to even just buy packs and open them because of how expensive they are. But yeah, so let's keep rolling here. So now we got into some of these celebration promos, right? So you have kind of redesign of older cards, right? You have the Dragapult Prime, Zacian level X, the Dark Sylveon, which is cool, Lance's Charizard, which again, they're going to be redoing these now for this gen. You're going to have the trainer style Pokemon. They just showed that off recently, so that should be cool, hopefully. We'll see how they do with that, especially because they're going to do alt arts. So here's some other ones, right? You have the Delta species Mimikyu, which made Mimikyu a water type. Light Toxtricity, which is great. And then a Hydreigon with the level on it. So this was the rough thing about collecting in this set. Because you have these V-Union cards, right? So let me break these out if you've never seen these before or it's been a while since you've seen them. For some reason, the Pokemon Company decided, hey, let's take an artwork and break it into 4 pieces. Which, again, put together looks kind of cool, right? They're 4 separate cards. But putting them in a binder, because they don't fit the way they should, pretty irritating. Definitely a pet peeve of mine when I was going through this. The other cool thing about these Pikachu cards is it's all the different artwork that they've ever done for, well, at least at this point in time, all the different illustrators came together and they put this card together. But when it fits in the binder, like if it would have been here, move this over here, this would have been sick. But of course, they're not going to think about that. Yeah, like in theory, right? It should have went like this. This should have gone here. They should have slid this over, and it should have gone like this. That's how this should have gone, right? But of course, they don't think about that. So yes, this will forever bother me in this set. But trust me, there's more. Just make sure I'm putting this back in the right way. Yeah. So yeah, definitely breaks my brain a little bit looking at it. But let's keep rolling. Greninja Gold Star, which again, the Gold Stars are super iconic, and then they printed this one through the roof. Yeah, embrace the chaos, yeah. These Gold Pikachu, this one came from the one of the collection boxes. You got the Gold Pokeball and Pikachu as well. You got Professor's Research. This one came from the, was the little holiday calendar, this Pikachu, where like it's got the 1 through 31 days, and you know, open one up each day. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, so look at how chaotic this page is. I'm just gonna let that soak in for a little bit. So you have the Greninja V Union, the Mewtwo V Union, and the Zacian V Union. Yeah, just gonna break your brain for a second. I'm gonna take a drink. Yeah, definitely hurts to look at, right? Because again, right, exactly, it was kind of crazy. But yeah, again, how they go in the binder. Hey, I put it in order, but yeah, it's chaotic. Professor's Burnett, so they actually did a couple different ones, because they did a stamped one for the 25th or for celebrations, and then a normal one. So most people probably didn't realize that there was 2 promos for the same thing. Embracing it. No, I'm not. That's why I just wanted to show you guys, and we'll move on. Got some of the Fusion Strike. So this card here, we get to the other special delivery. Special delivery Bidoof. I'm just going to zoom in a bit, just so you can see how much of a troll this card is. This card was same thing, right? You could buy it, or it came free with your order of $30 or more from the Pokemon Center website. Still kept in the original sealed little plastic, right? Special delivery Bidoof. This card is the dumbest card in terms of promos and gimmicks, and let's just say, again, I paid way too much for this. But if you didn't get it, this was extremely limited, especially compared to the other 2. Just for perspective, right? I'm not going to tell you how much I actually spent, but I paid over $100 for this. And again, this is one of the cards that I hate that I have, but it completes the set, so we'll keep rolling. These cards here, so Professor's Research. This was another promo that they did out for Pokemon Go. You can actually type this in the game and you'd get a whole bunch of stuff. This is the regular promo, and then they did the sealed one where you got your items. So I have both. Yeah, I know, and I wasn't going to do it either, just for the sake of being stubborn about it, but it's sealed, right? At least I got a sealed one. These evolutions here are some of the better looking promos that they did. So you have the V and the V Max for all 3 of these. My favorite has to be the Jolteon V Max.
just the artwork alone on this card is absolutely insane. It's huge. You can see by the size of the buildings. It's just a massive Jolteon there. But the same thing with the Vaporeon and the Flareon. Just all absolutely beautiful cards. And then we get into some more stamped promos with Brilliant Stars. You had the Leafeon V-Star and Glaceon V-Star as well. One of my favorite artworks here is this Arceus V. I have this card in English, Chinese, and Japanese. Just absolutely beautiful card. This came in one of the promo boxes for English. Funny enough, there's Bidoof there. But yeah, I have this in English, Chinese, and Japanese. Absolutely beautiful artwork there. Astral Radiance stamped promos. Lucario V and the V Star, which was kind of sick. Of course, another V Union, because why not? We'll just kind of roll past that. Obviously, I'm kind of over V Unions. Mewtwo from Pokemon Go. Starting to get into some of those promos as well. You had all the trainers from Pokemon Go, Mewtwo, Full Art. I want to say this one came from the Elite Trainer box. The Radiant Eevee, which was kind of sick. Had its own collection box for that one. Dragonite V and V Star. You guys have seen these. This came from the little Pokeball collection box. Absolutely beautiful cards. I have them graded in English and Japanese. Lost Origin stamped promos. Machamp and Gengar. Absolutely amazing. Some of my favorite stamped promos. What else? We got Cleaver, which is this came from Legends Arceus, where it's like the other form of Scyther, which Cleaver was kind of cool. You got the Boss's Orders promo here. They got the Palkia and the Dialga origin forms here. And then, of course, you get into the Ultra Premium Collection for Charizard, the Charizard V, the V Max, and of course the V Star, which we'll take all these out and look at them just for a second. I've graded all of these multiple times, multiple sets. I think the set I have for myself is all 9 5s. Which again, it'd be cool to have a set of 10s, but I'll take the 9 5s. Yeah, again, pretty awesome artwork for the 3. But yeah, there's just so many of them out there, especially in graded. It's not hard to find 10s. They're not expensive by any means. You got the Zeraora and the Deoxys. Or Deoxys. Getting into Silver Tempest with the stamped promos. Again, just a massive collection. Like, this is insane. But it was something that I'm glad I stuck with. Fortunately, another V Union. But these promos here, these came from Crown Zenith. Some of the best artwork in these promos as well. Another Pikachu and another Pikachu V Max. The shiny Zacian and Zamazenta, which is kind of cool. No, so the Mewtwo fighting Charizard, it came out in Crown Zenith as well. You can get an English variant, and then obviously on the Japanese side it was what, VMAX Climax or V-Star Union, one of the two. But no, you can get an English as well. It's part of Crown Zenith, which I actually have that card coming in. So after this stream, I need to finalize that deal, and then that'll be getting shipped in. So we'll do a recap once that comes in. So the other thing that's interesting about this is this card here. If you take a look at it, you can realize very quickly this card is not in English. This is from the World Championships 2022, which I probably will not get the ones from 23 or 24, and I'll get to that in a second. This card in English and in Japanese are like $300-400. It's the dumbest thing ever. But again, it was a promo. I saw this, especially in Spanish, which adds a little bit more sentimental value to me because I bought this card when I was in Spain, which was kind of sick. So it completes the set, and I have something that a lot of people don't have, especially for this set here. And again, there's memories in that card for me. So got the Zora arc. you end off with these illustrators, which again, I know Nugget's going to like these. So this is from the 2022 contest. They picked 3 cards to win, or yeah, 3 artwork to win. So you had the Bulbasaur, you have the Arcanine, right? Which again, these are artwork that people drew, submitted to the Pokemon Company, and they got selected to become actual cards. So they do this contest every year. If you're an artist or even a semi-artist, I would highly suggest doing something, trying it out. Worst comes to worst, you don't win, but if you do, like, you get your own card. So that'd be kind of sick. And they get credit, like the illustrators' names are on these cards, which is awesome. Yeah, absolutely. And then the last 2 promos in this giant, massive set. Sword and Shield 306 and 307. You have Arceus and the V-Star Arceus there. But yeah, outside of the obvious Nugget liking Arcanine, you guys let me know what your favorite promos are out of this whole collection. I know it's tough for me because obviously there's 300 cards in here. Favorite promo out of all of this? Well, it's definitely not that one. I can tell you that. Favorite promo would probably have to be... Wait, where is it? Might have already gone past it. Yeah, so maybe the Arceus V alt art. Probably one of my favorites in here. Yeah, probably that one, or I don't know, maybe that or the Blastoise. I mean, obviously the Blastoises are awesome. Definitely up there in the top of my favorites. These gold cards are kind of sick too. I really like these. Yeah, and then outside of that would probably be this Pikachu here. But yeah, and again, this was something that started back in, what, 2020? Yeah, 2019 with these first 3. And like I said, you know, it went all these years later to complete this humongous, massive binder. But yeah, so that's going to do it for today's stream. I'm kind of losing my voice here. I want to take a little bit of a break, get something to eat. But like I said, if everything comes in today or tomorrow for the 800 subscriber celebration opening, we'll get into this plus a lot more. If not, we'll wait till next week, but I'll keep you guys in the loop. Let me know in the comments of this video over on Instagram what you want to see for Sunday's stream. Do you want me to just continue with my binders? Is there something else you want to see? We will get into the fake Pokemon card stuff, right? I'll show you guys that. CGC returns. Great. Let me actually scroll over to my computer and take a look. I'm glad you mentioned that. Hold on one second. So one of the submissions is actually getting graded today. Like it's been updated, it's been graded today. 3 of the other submissions, including the one for Alex over /frag, is scheduled for grading. So I'm assuming if it doesn't get started today, it's going to start early next week. But yeah, so we have 1 of my submissions getting graded today. But yeah, all the other ones are still kind of pending. So don't worry, I'll keep you guys in the loop. It shouldn't be much longer. Obviously, when I get an update, I'll let you know. Obviously, when I go pick them up, we'll do a stream. That stream is going to be like the other one, where I'm going to show you more stuff I'm sending out. And then I'm going to show you, we'll do another stream later on, like an hour later, when I pick it up. But yeah, again, let me know ideas for Sunday's stream. Message me on Instagram, leave comments below here. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I really appreciate everyone coming by. Again, shout out to good old Head Charizard. I'm going to buy more of these. I think it'd be fun, especially with the hits that we got from them. But yeah, that's going to do it for this one. I appreciate everyone coming by, whether you're here for 5 minutes or you stayed for the whole duration. What are we at? 112 minutes for this stream. Absolutely insane. But yeah, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to get cleaned up, try to organize this stuff a little bit, and then I'm going to play some video games. So yeah, again, hopefully you guys enjoy your weekend. Yeah, thank you for coming by. See you later, Wabbit. Take it easy, Nugget. Everyone else that popped in. Let me just scroll back up a little bit. Who else was here? Dean stopped in, so I appreciate you coming by. Who else? I want to say there's at least one other person. Yeah, Sparse came by. But yeah, really appreciate all the support. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these streams. But yeah, again, send me some ideas, and I will see you guys again on Sunday. That's going to do it for me. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.